4th down and 2 at the Irish 31. Northern Illinois, we think, is going to go for it. What do you expect on this play?
I expect them to roll the pocket. And they had a fantastic play-action pass earlier in the game. I would go back to that and let the quarterback, Ethan Hampton, decide whether to run himself or to toss it. But Grayson Barnes has come up a couple times here in these key situations on this drive, specifically the tight end. So he's got to watch for him as well.
Huskies going left to right. They have all 3 timeouts. So if they don't pick it up, they can still stop Notre Dame and get the ball back. But this is very much a play in which the game hangs in the balance. Ball's on the near hash. Huskies going left to right. They're all on the line of scrimmage. Single back is Williams. Hampton under center on 4th and 2. Motions Barnes, turns and fakes the handoff. Rolling right, he can run for the first down, and he gets it. Diving out of bounds on the near sideline. You called it. They roll the pocket. Hampton gets the yards and moves the sticks.
I mean, I do know football, Tony, and what the coach, Thomas Hammock, was looking at. My best player, and Ontario Brown is down. Who's my next best player? Ethan Hampton. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, trust what he does. Dives out of bounds, and now Notre Dame's defense has to hold on to a 1-point lead and 27 yards of a field.
Ball's at the 28. They only need a field goal to win the game. Wildcat for Williams, running right between the hashes. Now Notre Dame has to think about their timeouts. Marcus Freeman's going to use it. They're down to the 27-yard line.
Notre Dame, their second of the half.
It's a pickup of 1. Okay, a lot to digest here. Notre Dame obviously has to stop them from getting a first down for 2 reasons. 1, if they get another first down, Northern Illinois can run the clock all the way down and then kick a field goal from probably inside 40. If you stop them here, Ryan, you can at least make the field goal come from a distance where it's reasonable to think that Woodhill could miss.
And the wind is going against Northern Illinois, so the kicker's going to have to put a little more leg into it. But it would also be great just for a turnover and a touchdown. Let's call for that, Tony. I mean, we've seen everything else so far in these first 2 games.
I love it. I think after that first down right there, I'll include myself, a lot of people in this building for the first time had to reconcile with the fact that Notre Dame very may well lose the football game.
Well, this is the Northern Illinois team that beat Alabama in 2003. It has some history against ranked opponents.
That's their highest ranked win in their history, over 15 Alabama back in 03. This would be the biggest win in program history. Williams up the middle. He's across the 25 to the 20. That's huge field position. Kaiser makes the stop, but it goes for a pickup of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. The clock continues to run. Now it stops.
It's an injured Notre Dame player. Joshua Burnham, slow to get up.
Oh, they don't like that. Burnham needs help getting off the field.
He was up pretty quick, though, so hopefully just a cramp. Joshua Burnham playing the most snaps he's played all year long, all career long as a Notre Dame linebacker.
The clock will stop for a defensive injury. By rule, this qualifies for a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 1 minute, 23 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
You can use the timeout to stop it. I think Marcus Freeman has to use the timeout.
I don't know. I'd let it happen, actually. I'd let the clock run.
Well, you're going to lose 10 seconds here. You're going to have to stop it next time anyways. You're going to let them run 50 seconds instead of 40. I'm surprised. I think you could go back and call timeout and save these 10 seconds for later if you need it, but they're going to set the clock to 1:23. And now, Ryan, on 3rd and 3, if they get a first down, they can take the clock all the way down and go for nearly a chip shot.
I wouldn't want to be that kicker.
I mean, look at this. The clock's going to wind at 1:23 with the play clock at 35. They're going to take this all the way down to 40 seconds.
You want to keep your timeout, though, if you're Notre Dame. And you got to believe in your defense.
Well, they're going to have to use it after this play. They have 1 timeout left.
I think Northern Illinois is going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
I think they're going to run that clock down, take a timeout. They're going to show a formation to see what Notre Dame's going to line up in and take a timeout.
Again, if they had it at 1:33, it could have called the timeout. And then when they get the next timeout in, if they don't get it, you'd have 10 extra seconds. We'll see if it's a factor. Play clock's at 5, game clock at 47, so they'll call timeout with 43 seconds left in the game.
Charge timeout. Northern Illinois, their first of the half.
And they have 2 remaining.
Seconds.
So if Northern Illinois picks up a first down, they can probably run maybe one more play to set up the field goal. Notre Dame obviously needs a stop here. That would take the clock probably down to 38 to 40 seconds. And then Northern Illinois is going to go for the field goal.
This is a tough. So the best thing that Notre Dame can do is to stop this third down.
Correct.
And then take the timeout or just let the clock run, actually. And now, conversely, if you're Northern Illinois, you're giving both plays to your huddle right now. Hey, here are the 2 plays we're going to do. Number 1, we get a first down. Look to me. I'm going to take a timeout. Or number 2, if we don't get that first down, here's what we're running on the first sound.
On 3rd and 3, if the Irish get a stop, you figure they use the timeout, and then the Huskies will go for the field goal. But if the Huskies get a first down, they can then wind the clock at their leisure and look for a game winner with no time left. Huge 3rd down and 3 at the Irish 21. They need the 18. Hampton in the pistol. On the near hash. Hands it off to Williams. Up the middle. He's close to the first down. Did he get it? Right on the sticks. And they're going to measure. Oh, my goodness.
Notre Dame, their 3rd and final of the half.
I think he got
30
it.
seconds.
Well, Marcus Freeman called the timeout, and they haven't moved the sticks yet.
But see, this is where if you'd have taken the timeout earlier, you're going to be in the same clock anyways, right? Notre Dame wanted to wait to use that third timeout, excuse me. And now it's 4th down.
It looks like it is 4th down and maybe half a yard. So it's going to at least give Notre Dame a chance if this field goal is good. Can't imagine Northern Illinois would go for it here with a chance to kick the go-ahead field goal.
I think they're going to review it and that he's going to get the first down.
Really?
I think that this is a first down.
Oh, boy.
We're watching the replay, and Williams is down
The
after.
ruling on the field was 4th down. The play is under further review.
Yeah.
Well, the question is there going to be enough to overturn it? I'm with you. I do think he got the first down. The question is, do they have a video angle where they can definitively move the spot and then either measure for it or determine that it is enough? As we saw last week, you were quick to point this out, that yellow line is not official. It does look like it was pretty good on the broadcast here, though.
Just a strange place to be in the 4th quarter against Northern Illinois.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's going to be first down, Northern Illinois. And just a shocking turn of events here. So much went wrong. 2 3-and-outs in the 4th quarter by your offense. 1 turnover by your offense in the 4th quarter. I mean, that's the offense's 3 drives this quarter. Cannot happen. Cannot happen.
And they're still under the hood. Tim Hedgepeth looking at it. You do, while we have a chance, have to tip your cap to Thomas Hammock and this staff on Northern Illinois. We're going to focus on Notre Dame certainly throughout the week in the postgame where they came up short.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Wow.
Wow.
Your prayers answered, Notre Dame faithful.
Okay. That is important. There's 36 seconds left. So if this field goal goes in, all Notre Dame needs is a field goal themselves. They'll have the wind with them, and there's still hope. But first things first, the biggest field goal maybe in Northern Illinois history is coming.
Paging Jason Onye.
Had a couple blocks last year. Kanan Woodill from the near hash, 35-yarder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and the kick is good. With 31 seconds left, Northern Illinois has taken the lead.
Perfect time for a kick return for a touchdown, don't you think, Tony?
Jaden Harrison had 2 of them a year ago, and he's likely back to return. The question, I think, for the special teams unit, do you want Harrison to bring it back? And I think the way the offense is gone, you might have to let him take a chance, but a fair catch could keep all that time on the clock. For Jeter, I'll mention this. His career long is 53.
You said 63? I think he's going to need it.
He might need it. That would mean Notre Dame has to get to the 35. That's their goal.
And nothing in this game outside of the first drive of the first quarter and the first drive of the third quarter gives you any kind of hope that Notre Dame will make it happen.
That's why I think you're going to have to let Harrison take a chance on this return. What a kick by Woodle, right down Broadway. And again, no timeouts for Notre Dame. You have the clock stops on the first downs. I'll mention this too. After the last drive, Steve Angeli was on the sideline warming up. It would be hard to imagine he comes out for this drive, but who knows?
Something's broken on offense, and you need somebody to come in and fix it.
What a swing of emotions in 1 week. Less than a week ago, the Irish were down in College Station with maybe the biggest win of the Marcus Freeman era, and now one of the more shocking losses potentially is 31 seconds away. Still time on the clock, though. There's always a chance. Here comes the kickoff. No, they're not going to let him kick it. A timeout, I think, was called by Thomas Hammock and Northern Illinois.
Charge timeout. Northern Illinois.
What the
second
heck?
of the half. 30 seconds.
They must have just wanted to see how Notre Dame was going to line up.
Yeah, maybe they saw something.
Now, the onside kick rule has not changed for college. So you can still onside kick it. Might be a good idea if you're Northern Illinois.
That would truly rock my world if they went for that.
I don't know, man. Said you want to play for me. That's what I'm calling.
You would be fun to play for. There's no doubt.
A lot of snacks. A lot of snacks in the hallway.
So 31 seconds. You figure the average return takes 4 to 6 seconds. Harrison's got to be on a straight line. You cannot try to do too much on this return because you need field position and you need time. So if it's a high kick, I think about the fair catch, but we'll see. Harrison's the lone man back. They might be setting up for some kind of end around here, too. Is that Love on the field, on the 15?
I believe so.
Okay, keep an eye on Jeremiah Love. He's on the near 15-yard line. Here comes the kick. Low kick on the ground. Harrison will pick it up, and he's out across the 20. Cuts it back. Makes his way to the far sideline. He's across the 30, out around the 35. 7 seconds come off. It's probably worth it. It's 10 extra yards. They give up 7 seconds for it. And Notre Dame's going to start this drive. Well, they spot him all the way, I think, at the 37-yard line.
Woo!
They only need to get to the 35 to have a shot.
Do you believe in miracles?
Oh, my goodness. A college football season is so fragile. And we're going to see it right here. Riley Leonard's going to come out. They only need 28 yards to give Mitch Jeter a try. We saw him last week come through from 46. Far hash, Notre Dame's moving right to left. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Everything has to be past the sticks. If you get tackled short of the sticks, the game is likely going to come to a screeching halt. First down and 10. Leonard from the shotgun takes the snap. In the pocket, pressure coming, has to get rid of it, throws downfield, and it's out of the reach of Jaden Thomas. Didn't have time, and 5 seconds come off the clock.
Oof. Offensive line giving up pressure on the left side there. Anthony Knapp's had a couple of close calls. He has all the ability and talent. Just has to show up in this moment.
19 seconds left. They're late to get back to the ball here. Play clock's at 20, still time.
So they wanted Bo Collins one-on-one.
Leonard takes the snap on 2nd and 10. Has time. Throws. It's caught! Chris Mitchell across midfield down to the 45. Clock stops. 12 seconds left. They'll get to the line. Gotta clock it quickly. Clock's at 11. Clock it. Clock's down to 9.
Whoa.
3 seconds come off. Those are critical seconds. 19-yard pickup. And they're on the edge. And again, you have to think about the 10 seconds that ran off the clock. Ball's at the 44-yard line, though. Probably time for one play and a clock stop.
One play if you like it, otherwise put it out of bounds.
Right.
But honestly, you're really in a 2-play situation here. 9 seconds left. You want to get at least 10 yards if you can. If I'm Northern Illinois, I'm putting my corners on the sidelines.
Has to be beyond the sticks or to the sideline. Cannot come up short of the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 44 of Northern Illinois. Shotgun snap for Leonard. Pressure comes, rolling right, and it's incomplete. He had Evans out of his reach. 4 seconds come off, 5 to go. And now do you have the capacity to pick up a first down and get out of bounds in less than 5 seconds?
No, you do not.
Ugh.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Let's go, Mitch Jeter. Yeah, Jeets.
You asked, does he have 63 in him? He's going to need 62. Between the hashes, his career long is 53. You got to be kidding me. With the game on the line, 16-14, Huskies lead. Jeter's on the field between the hashes. This is for the ball game with 5 seconds left. Mitch Jeter, the kick is blocked. Northern Illinois recovers. The clock runs out, and the Huskies have beaten Notre Dame. It's the biggest win in their history.
Wow. Total dejection on the Notre Dame sideline, in the Notre Dame stands. This was a winnable game, lost through mistakes and a lack of execution. Just cannot happen. And now if you're a player, everything's in question, right? This is going to be the hardest work that Marcus Freeman has done as a head coach is going to happen in the next 24 and 48 hours. Because you have to get your team believing that you're going to win a national championship after losing to Northern Illinois.
Hard to imagine a bigger swing of emotions in the span of a week. It was an unbelievable victory a week ago, and now the Irish are stunned at home by Northern Illinois. One last time, you got to tip your cap to Thomas Hammock and the Huskies. They came in with a game plan, but certainly Notre Dame will rightfully believe that had they played the brand of football they're capable of, it wouldn't have been an issue today.
And the question is, what happened? What happened that a team can come out and do this to you and you can't execute on offense? I mean, there was, outside of Jeremiah Love's touchdown run, there was really nothing special. I mean, Bo Collins did everything he could. Chris Mitchell did everything he could. And I'm telling you, that interception is just the dagger when you're going to look back on it. And for those of you who are going to watch the film, Chris Mitchell had his man beat by 5 yards. That was a touchdown. A touchdown. Not a first down, not a goal to go. That was a touchdown. And those are the throws you have to make. And conversely, Northern Illinois executed every situation perfectly. 4th and 1, 3rd and 2, end of the game. I mean, unbelievable execution. Hats off to Thomas Hammock, head coach of Northern Illinois, not only for getting the players to play and execute, but to have the coaching staff that can call the right plays in the right moments. Yeah. What a game for Northern Illinois.
He's giving an interview right now, tears in his eyes, probably for good reason. Biggest win in the history of Northern Illinois. It's their first win over a top 10 team in their program's history. 16-14 is the final. The Huskies win in a stunner over the 5th-ranked Fighting Irish. Final score, 16-14, Northern Illinois wins. Along with Ryan Harris, this is Tony Simeone. We'll be right back after this message. You're listening to Fighting Irish Football.